Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei Extras. Today is day number 25, which is Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. And today we're going to be looking at MCC non-canon events, whether they will return in 2023, and some new ideas that I've seen spread around, mostly on Reddit. And I've opened a few of them, as you can see in the tabs above. Today we're going to be looking at some of the non-canon events from the past, how likely it is for them to return in 2023, and maybe seeing what else they'll do. Knowing the Nox crew and Scott, they will always do something new each year, something different that hasn't happened before. Sometimes it's a little similar, like for example, they did AllStars, I'm pretty sure, in 2021, and then on the same time slot in 2022, they did Underdogs, which is the opposite of AllStars, but it's different. It's new, and that's cool. That makes MCC more interesting. Either way, let's get started. First, Jingle Jam. Also, I have discovered that this is my way of blocking the ads. It's just making sure that I open an image. Jingle Jam, there's no available image of teams, at least that I could find. This was a Yogscast event. I'm pretty sure they do this every single year, where they do a Jingle Jam like December Christmas thing where they just play a bunch of games. And they did one for MCC in 2020, I'm pretty sure. And it went well, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think they would do it again, just because it would be a bit repetitive. I also think the majority of MCC viewers probably would not care as much, but that's my take. I don't think Jingle Jam will happen again. Next up, this is Pride. This is Pride 2021. I also have Pride 2022 opened. Pride basically guaranteed to happen again, which would be in June, I'm pretty sure. So sometime in June, expect MCC Pride 2023. I don't know what they'll do, if they'll throw in a twist, because for MCC Pride 2021, they had a partnership with YouTube Gaming and the Trevor Project, I think. I could be wrong. That's my memory. I could be wrong. Which was cool. You know, partnership with YouTube is huge, and I don't think they'll do that again, because it restricts who can stream. It doesn't necessarily restrict who can play, but it restricts who can stream, which overall, unless you have big viewer pullers like Technoblade, it'll be hard to bring a lot of viewership and attraction to the event. But who knows? I think the Pride 2022 was cool. I think it could have been a bit more different. However, that maybe I'm just asking for too much. I think as long as there's a lot of LGBTQ plus people in the event, and you've got some people that bring in a good amount of viewership, I think it'll be fine. But maybe some sort of partnership or something would be cool for 2023. But we'll see. Here we have Rising. Do I think Rising will happen again? Obviously, I'm coping that it will happen again, because I feel like I have a decent chance, as long as I don't know how they would select people, but I feel like I could make it in, maybe. I think Rising will probably happen again in 2023. I don't know exactly why they didn't do it in 2022. I feel like Rising would be a cool thing to do every single year, because it just introduces people to a bunch of new creators. Maybe they didn't do it because it is probably harder to find another 40 brand new interesting creators that aren't all too good. Like, I think Lifesteal is a good batch of people that has a lot of interesting people. They're just all really good, and I don't think that's what MCC would want. They don't want another MCC Rising Cyan team to happen again, because that was a bit of an oopsie. Same with Pink, but Pink was a little different, because they're just like more, how do I explain this? They're more streamer based, whereas Cyan is more YouTuber based. Like, they only had 3 streams and whatever. You get my point. I think Rising will happen again. Next, AllStars. Ooh, I don't know if they'll do another AllStars. I haven't checked. I probably should have checked. Let me actually check real quick. Okay, I'm back. I just paused my recording. As you can see here, there's 63 past winners. So technically that, because I'm pretty sure there were 42 for the previous All Stars, or like 43 eligible people at least. I don't know if I don't think there's enough new winners yet for them to do another one, but maybe by the time that this would happen, which would be I think November-ish, because it's the anniversary, I think it could happen. So do I think All Stars will happen? Maybe. I think it has a better chance than Underdogs. I really, really liked Underdogs. For those of you who don't know, Underdogs was the event which is the opposite of All Stars, which is people that have only not won before. I think this is a really cool idea. However, I think it's better to either alternate events every year or do them both, because, or actually, rather, I think All Stars is a bit better to do each year than Underdogs. I feel like Underdogs could happen maybe multiple times a year. I think it could end up being repetitive, but giving or having an event where nobody has won before feels like something that could happen regularly. Like this event was literally named just MCC 27, which was just because a whole canon thing, whatever. But I feel like it could happen again. In 2023, hopefully as just a regular event. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the anniversary, because I don't think it necessarily needs special decoration or whatever. Like it doesn't need to be the anniversary event. It just needs to be something simple. It could, like, I don't know how many non-canon events there usually are, but between Pride and like Rising, if Rising were to happen again, which I think would be October, so between Pride and Rising is like a few months, put it like right in the middle. Say like August, I think is in the middle. Yeah, August. Do it Underdogs, and then you alternate. You have a lot of non-canon stuff in between regular events, or you even skip a regular event for a non-canon one. It would be completely fine. All right, so that ends up with all the already existing non-canon events. I think aside from Jingle Jam, they all have a really good chance of getting back. I think Jingle Jam probably won't return. I think Pride is guaranteed to return, and the other ones all kind of depend. I feel like Rising might happen again, just because it's now been, a little bit longer, or it's been 2 years whenever the time comes. I also think All Stars has a decent chance. I hope Underdogs happens again, but not in the slot of All Stars. I want both of them to happen this year, which might be too much to ask for. But yeah. So that's all the previous ones. Now let's look at some ideas that people have had. Starting off with this one, which is from this person on Reddit. Having, instead of a Pride event, an all-women event in May. I assume May is like Women's Month. I'm super sorry for not knowing that, but I think it'd be cool to have an all-women MCC. I think that's very, very good. I really like the idea. However, I don't think Pride should be replaced. I think it should either happen alongside Pride, so like have the women one a month before or whatever. I think that'd be great. Someone also wrote down a lot of female players who've played before, and I think, as long as people can make it, I think that's good. Some interesting people I think would be cool to have in the event as well. Also some Block Wars players in here. So that'd be great. I think an all-women MCC would be dope. Here's someone who made teams for them, which is, this one was made, this post was made today or yesterday. This one was made a little longer ago. I think this is before the last MCC. It is. Okay. So let's take a very quick look at them. Sylvie, Aleda, Gooey, Becky, good team. Rattles, Speedrunner, I think, would be cool to have. Jaden would be very cool. Afma would be cool. Stress Monster would probably join at some point. Lily would be new. I don't expect Pokimane to ever want to play MCC again, but I could be wrong. This is a cool team. I'm not familiar with Molly. Cup Toast or Crumb would be cool. Pretty sure Lunar is the other crew member that hasn't played before, so that'd be cool. Olive, Llama, and Grace all played in Block Wars. I'm familiar with all of them. Bowtie I know about too. And then I think this is almost the same team no, this is just not even close to the same team. Either way, this would be a cool team. I think this one is a little strong compared to some of these. The balancing is definitely off, but I feel like that might not matter as much. I also think the chemistry could be better. For example, I feel like you could put Becky on the purple team. It would work really well. Put the Hermits together. Like there's no reason to not have them together. Otherwise, that's cool. Yeah, I think this is a good example of how an all-women team could work, or how an all-women MCC could work, and that's cool. So yeah, next up, here's someone who wrote down 5 non-canon event ideas. MCC Winner Showdown. This is, I'm pretty sure, just winning teams. So this would be like AllStars if instead of picking just winning players, it's winning teams. I think that is possible to do. I think there's enough winning teams with different players on it to make it happen. However, balancing is a little bit of a problem there. Also, you'll have like Dream, for example, who probably wouldn't want to play in that because of competitiveness, which, that's fine. So I don't think that would happen. Would be cool, but I don't think it would happen. MCC Redemption, same idea, but instead of winning teams, it's teams that almost won or were whatever. I don't really know how you would determine what team deserves a redemption. It says done good or done well, but couldn't win the event. So I assume any team that places like 3rd or 4th or whatever, or maybe even got to dodgeball and didn't win, it could work. I think it could be cool. I feel like it gets a little bit too complicated for the MCC formula. I think underdogs is already confusing to some people because it's like people who haven't won before. However, you have this person who's won before, but it was an event that doesn't count, where the win doesn't count there, so they get to play. And then there's another person who also won the other event, so they get to play. I think if you do this, it's going to be way too complicated. But I think it'd be a cool idea for the community. I don't think it would be that easy to actually do. Next up, MCC Mystery. I'm pretty sure this is a randomizer. This would work, kind of. It works like you'd have to have a roster of people that are obviously all okay with it. However, I think you run into a problem where certain players probably should not be on the same team. For example, you do not want to have Grian on a team with someone who constantly swears. That would not be great. There's also probably some people in the event who don't really like each other. If I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure, like, for example, Tubbo and Rambu are not talking to each other anymore. That's what I was told. I could be wrong. So if they ended up on a team together, that would be a little awkward. So it'd be a cool idea. I think this definitely has potential, but I don't think it would go as well as people would hope. I think a lot of people that are liked a lot in the event, who are big like viewers, or who have a lot of viewers and are like some favorite POVs, probably wouldn't play in this because it is a little risky. But maybe it could work. All right, MCC Chaos. This is drafting. Okay, so Minecraft. Some of you might be familiar with it. It's like you just have like a pool of people in a certain skill level, and you get to pick from them. There's like 10 captains in this case. So you have a captain, and then you do another one. Or how does this work? There will be collabs that the teams are completely random and are drafted right before the event. I think if you just have drafts, it would be better. I don't think randomization in a draft is that great. Viewer submitted teams. Maps and remixes are made by the community would be a completely fresh event. I don't know. I don't think the viewers, no offense, I don't think the viewers know how to run an event or what does and doesn't work that well. So I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, viewer submitted teams would also be a little yucky, so I don't think that's a good idea. Anyways, here's for MCC Redemption, apparently some teams. Crimson Krakens, whatever this one is, oh, Sylvia replaces Tubbo, so that's already not a Redemption team. This is probably a team that's happened before. MCC Lime Llamas, yup, sure. This is, okay, yeah, that's a team. This is a combination of two teams. So has this happened before? If it hasn't, then it doesn't work. But Blushy instead of Shovel, so that's also not a Redemption team. MCC 12 Purple Pandas. This happened? That's a cool team. I don't remember that. Yep, that's a team. And I do think this would be a cool team to see return at some point. Oh, never mind. Wait. Doesn't work, unfortunately. Yeah, I think Redemption could be cool. I think these teams are 50% correct. I think it's also hard to determine what team is the most interesting for a Redemption. So I don't know. Here's some other ideas that people had. A Valentine's MCC. I think this is a little early for Noxer. Isn't Valentine's in February? I don't know. I think it's a little soon. It would be interesting. How do you make that different, though? Do you, like, only allow couples and then combine the couples? Would Dream and George be on the same team? I don't know. But, I mean, it's a cool idea. I think it's a little soon for Noxer. Like, I don't think that gives them enough time to make things different. April Fool's event. Guys, okay, a little bit of insight, potentially a leak. Can you make sure that the Noxer don't do it on April Fools? Blockers wants to do one on April Fools. We don't want to. Let us do our thing, please. We want to call shotgun on April Fools. Don't let the Noxer know about it. Don't tell them. Don't tell them, please. Please don't tell them. And then lastly, here's an MCC Rising idea where you would apply with a team of 3, and then if you're accepted, you're paired with a previous MCC contestant or a bigger... I don't really know how you would do that, but sure. To complete the team, bigger content creator can't stream the event, which will probably prompt fans to watch the content creator's teammates' POVs. Maybe, maybe not. It's kind of hard to really do this because some... Like, for example, right? You have different captains. You have, Quig is one captain, and you have Sapnap as a captain. Yeah, captain. Quig gets, I'd say, 300 viewers, maybe more, maybe less. Sapnap gets like 10,000, maybe more, maybe less. Someone, if they don't get to choose, or if they get to choose, or whatever, if it's not like part of the application process to get a specific person, I don't think that's fair, because I can see someone complain that they don't get the 10,000 viewer Andy and rather get the 300 viewer Andy, and then they benefit way less, right? Obviously, it's nice to get in the event and to have someone to help you out, but it would be a little complicated. Also, if someone were to apply with, let's say I apply with Fire Breathman and Mystic Cat. That's 3 good players. Our big streamer would have to be someone who isn't great. However, the big streamer is supposed to be the lead of a team. That's not gonna work. Shane and I would, and Misty actually, all 3 of us would lead the team, and then the person who's played MCC before is gonna be like, bro, I'm the experienced person. What are you guys doing? Even though we would, it just, that doesn't work. So there's a lot of restrictions that would have to come with that. So I don't think this idea would work, but it's a cool concept. So yeah, I had an MCC Rising alternative idea as well in the past on one of my videos. Let me see if I can find it. Your channel, which was about MCC Rising. Is it here? It is here. MCC Rising, but where is it? Here. MCC Rising. Yep, that's my voice. Where it's like either a half and half team. So you have, for example, let's say, what's an iconic duo that hasn't been in MCC before? Let's say Rhett and Link from from Good Mythical Boarding want to play at FCC, right? In Rising, doesn't make any sense, but this is just an example. Rhett and Link, newcomers to MCC, two people, have to be paired with two people who are not newcomers to the event. So Rhett and Link get paired with Dream and George, for example. That's how I would maybe change it up, because I think the reason why Rising might not have happened in 2022 is because it would be basically the same thing. The only way they could make it better, I guess, is either making it all viewers, which will attract less viewership, be a little less interesting, I think, or all somewhat larger streamers, which would cause potential controversy because people would be like, these aren't Rising creators, they're already established, which isn't entirely true, but that's the comparison. That was already the case in last Rising. You had people who had like 100 subscribers. There was someone who hadn't done content creation before and was in, which is stupid, but whatever. Compared to like Ex Nestorio, who was already making a living off of being a content creator. So a little bit weird to have them in the same event when it's under one label. Either way, that's it for this video. This one was very long because I had a lot to talk about. Let me know what non-canon event you would like to see return and what non-canon event you would like to see as a new event. And make sure to leave that in the comments below. And thank you all for watching. Have a happy holidays, and I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.